It's an energy efficiency education dashboard, and the idea of that is to help be able to display the consumption of power from multiple sources in this case. The Commercial Bank of West Liberty, that was destroyed by the tornado, built back and got a LEED Gold certification. Meaning that they are built to standards, the best that can be built, and they got geothermal put into the bank to lower their energy costs. That's a renewable energy solution, and the dashboard is designed to help measure that activity. But in addition to that, what we did is we added 2 other sources of energy and consumption, and that were 2 habitat homes built after the tornado, and the grant also paid for solar to be installed on their homes. It was designed to be net zero, so hopefully after a full year of operation, that the actual homeowner will not have to pay any net energy bill from that.
Tell me what we're looking at. People walk in, and this is, this is for the public to see. So kind of walk me through this board and show me what we're looking at.
Well, as we can see right here in the center of the screen is the dashboard is first monitoring the bank here and its geothermal system. Right now they're using about 15,000 kilowatts of power. There's a demand factor, BTU per hour. That is basically taking the energy consumed. See, they go down into the earth and then they convert cold or convert heat to help offset the cost. Right now in the bank, 22% of the energy being consumed right now is from plugs, computers and other kind of things. Lighting is 29%, and then the HVAC system is taking 49% of the power currently used by the bank.
And then I see we've got the Habitat homes.
Yes.
We also have some apartments as well.
We do. Frederick Place Apartments was a HUD facility that had 48 units, was destroyed by the tornado. And Winterwood Management came along, leveraged some tax credits, and were able to generate money to build back 48 townhomes. Let's see, 32 of them are double 2 bedrooms, and 16 are single bedrooms. And so we got permission from the owners to actually be able to monitor their energy. And so you can see over in the screen, some are very similar, but somebody down here is only using 3.94. So maybe they turned off lights and stuff or other appliances, and this will vary in real time.
You lost your old place in the tornado, and then you're fortunate enough to get this home. Talk to me about what it's been like to be in this Habitat home.
It is basically a godsend to us. Before, we lived in a house that was about 85 years old, and it was just horrible. I mean, it didn't have any insulation in it in the beginning. The windows, it leaked. I mean, it was just, in the beginning we saw the sky through, saw the sky through the ceiling. And after our landlord did a lot of remodeling, it helped, but not as much as this house does.
Yeah. You guys have some solar panels that really make a difference. Talk to me about, first of all, just having a home that has that. What's that like?
Well, my wife and I, we were talking about it, and we're like, well, eventually we want to get solar panels. And after the tornado, it for the lack of better words, it changed our lives, basically, of how we see things. And we're like, let's live the way we want to. I mean, here we can. And it's really hard to explain. It just really changed our lives. I mean, when it comes to these houses and stuff, we don't have to worry about our electric getting turned off. And we don't have to worry about how cold it's going to be or how hot it's going to be in the summertime. And with these solar panels and these houses and them being so energy efficient, it takes a load off our backs.
A little bit there.
Yep.
Talk to me about, you guys decided, well, maybe it was kind of decided, I guess, for you,
Yeah.
but talk to me about the solar panels and what they have meant to you guys as a family.
The solar panels were a huge surprise, actually. We were thoroughly excited. We had talked about going off the grid, but looking at prices, they were so expensive. And so when we found out we were going to be part of the program and they were going to be provided for us, it was like a godsend. And we jumped on the chance to take them, and we're very excited. And it's meant a lot as far as income-wise, because we're very low income, of course, and we're extremely excited to see what the future holds maybe for us with this opportunity.
What's it like when you open up that bill and you and I were just talking and you're telling me like we're giving wattage back? What's that like?
This month was the first month I'd actually got to see that. The solar panels were installed mid-January. We did see a kind of an exponential drop between the time they were installed till now. But this month I kept checking. I was excited. I have paperless billing, which is part of our eco thing. We always, anything that offers paperless billing, we use that. And I kept checking online. I was like, okay, what's the bill this month? And when it finally came up, I was like, oh my goodness, look at this. And it was like $13.02. And I was like, that is the lowest I have ever seen a bill, and just what we used. Basically, this is anyone's bill. It tells you all of your tariff charges and everything. The main thing to note is that the whole amount for the month is $13.01, and that is basically just being connected to the grid.
Yep.
And our net usage was a negative 228, meaning that we used less than what we sent back to the company. We sent back 228 kilowatt hours more than what we used.
We're taking an apple and we're using the acid from the apple, which is chemical energy, and we're going to conduct it into electrical energy.
And we take different metals and we put it into the apple, and we hook these little alligator clips up to it, and then we measure the amount of energy that is output from it.
Yeah, from each different type.
The two greatest ones were large zinc nail with thin copper wire and small zinc nail with thick copper wire.
And why don't you show me how that works?
Okay. Let's take the thin part of it. Okay.
We'll do the large zinc nail and the thin copper wire.
And with the zinc one, you have to use the negative.
Like for the zinc, you have to hook it up to the negative charge, or it won't.
And for the
measure
copper,
it.
you use positive.
Okay.
Copper is more conductive for energy than
Yeah.
zinc is, so it works better with the positive. So we hook these up to it, and then it shows you how much.
It shows you how much the current is, the energy flowing through it.
The current.
So for this one, it's about 60.
And this is one of our greatest ones that we use.
So this one has the most energy that's being conducted.
Yeah, we're doing the solar panel lab and like all the steps. Just walk you through all the steps.
Yeah.
Okay, so we connected our alligator clips to the post on the solar panel on the front and the back.
Okay, so we'll start it at 0,
0.02,
15,
0.08,
30,
0.17,
45,
0.32,
60,
0.68,
75,
0.65,
and 90.
0.53.
Cool.
When it gets to a high enough voltage, then the fan starts working.
Yeah. Did you see how does that?
Yeah, I didn't see the fan. Oh.
When you hold it up to the light, the fan works.
We measured the sunlight being absorbed and reflected on white paper versus black paper.
And what did you find?
Well, we first hypothesized
that the black would be hotter because it absorbs the sun, but we were proved wrong because the white was the hottest one because it reflects it.
that white paper actually, it's not hot to the touch because of radiation, and then it turns to thermal energy. So the thermal energy is being absorbed on the black, so when you touch it after the experiment, it was hot, but the white was actually cool. And then as it's reflected, the temperature is hotter, but it's not hot to the touch. And then in the shade, both stayed consistent throughout the experiment.
Okay.